So I'm in front of the Sagrada Familia, and I booked my ticket online like a month ahead. So this is the best way to go about it because of weigh-in was quick. I'm not even sure if you can just go in. Anyway, yeah, lots of people doing the audiobooks. I'm not doing the audiobooks, and let's check it out.
The founding of the Spiritual Association of Devotees of Saint Joseph in 1866 by José María Bocabella was the origin of the Sagrada Familia project. He returned from Italy with the intention of building a church inspired by the Basilica at Loreto. I have actually visited that church myself, and you can see a video of it on my channel. The cornerstone was laid in 1882 on the feast of Saint Joseph. The work then began, starting with the crypt beneath the apse according to the neo-Gothic design by Francisco de Paula del Villar, the church's first architect. He left the project shortly afterwards due to disagreements with the developers, and the commission was then given to Gaudi. After finishing the crypt, he redid the whole design, intended to be monumental, innovative, but also for the design to reflect the teachings of the Gospels and the Church. Gaudi started with the Nativity facade, which he designed to be the most impressive one. It was constructed between 1894 and 1930. Dedicated to the birth of Jesus, it is decorated with scenes reminiscent of elements of life. The facade faces the rising sun to the northeast, symbol for the birth of Christ. Some of the statues were destroyed in 1936 during the Spanish Civil War and later were reconstructed by Japanese artist Etsuro Soto.
And this is the inside.
So let me tell you a little bit about the windows. So on the portal of the Nativity, there is yellow, green, and blue glass to symbolize the birth of Christ, poverty, and light. The yellow, orange, and red windows on the facade of the Passion, so the other side, allude to water, light, and resurrection. The glass is transparent on top to illuminate the church, while deeper hues work their way down the facade to create an appropriate setting for prayer, meditation, and reflection.
Okay, I'm going to call this one the parachuting Jesus. Okay, it looks like it's parachuting. I mean, I swear. Look at this.
The main nave was covered and an organ installed in mid-2010, allowing the still unfinished building to be used for religious services. The church was consecrated by Pope Benedict XVI on the 7th of November 2010, so that was the previous pope. If you've read Dan Brown's latest book, Origin, then this is probably the staircase that featured in the novel. The inside of the church is magnificent. The curves of the structure and the way the light from the windows reflects on them gives you endless subjects for photography. The crowd didn't feel bad. Most people seemed to be too much in awe of the place to be a nuisance. In contrast to the highly decorated Nativity facade, the Passion facade is austere, plain, and simple, with ample bare stone, and is carved with harsh straight lines to resemble the bones of a skeleton. Dedicated to the Passion of Christ, it was intended to portray the sins of man. Construction began in 1954, following the drawings and instructions left by Gaudí for future architects and sculptors. Facing the setting sun, indicative and symbolic of the death of Christ, the Passion facade is supported by 6 large and inclined columns designed to resemble sequoia trunks. Under the church, you can visit the museum. For your bathroom needs, there is a toilet at the entrance of the museum. The museum is about the building of the church. It is some reading. The information is in English as well as Spanish. It is not too much, so you're not overwhelmed by the information. At the end, there's a big gift shop.
And that was the Sagrada Familia. So if you like this video, then don't forget to like, subscribe, join, follow, whatever. You know the drill. Thanks for watching.